Welcome to EaseChair.com review video. Today we have the great pleasure to introduce you to the WHILL Model C Personal EV Smart Electric Vehicle. Wheelchairs give massive effect to the physically tested as they offer versatility without breaking a sweat. Be that as it may, in cases like extreme inability or looking for alleviation from physical effort, there is a need for computerized electric wheelchairs which are over-the-top expensive. In this paper, an original plan and usage of a hardy and easy-to-understand Keen electric wheelchair are displayed, where the item cost is limited, thinking about the moderateness of a massive gathering of individuals. While the requirements of numerous people with inabilities can be happy with power wheelchairs, a few individuals from the impaired network think that it's troublesome or difficult to work a standard power wheelchair. To suit this populace, a few scientists have utilized innovations initially produced for versatile robots to make Keen wheelchairs that diminish the physical, perceptual, and intellectual aptitudes essential to work a power wheelchair. Incapacity is a standout amongst the most significant issues in contemporary society, which can constrain the extension for people to practice their insight, aptitudes, and chances without limit. From a factual perspective, right around 1 billion individuals experience some handicap, which makes up 15% of the entire populace, and it is apparent that handicap predominance is higher in creating nations. People with handicaps are bound to experience antagonistic financial results. The World Bank appraises that 20% of the world's least fortunate individuals have some incapacity. Ideally, in this challenging period of mechanical progression, we anticipate that disability should be no longer an obstacle to individual and social improvement. Many trend-setting innovations are as of now inaccessible due to steady human exertion. Electric wheelchairs are of incredible utility for the physically tested network, giving them with the degree to be progressively dynamic in their everyday life. Different refined models of these wheelchairs are industrially accessible nowadays. Be that as it may, from the viewpoint of an incapacitated individual of a creating nation with ostensible per capita salary of $1,508, these monetarily accessible wheelchairs are very costly, with straightforward mechanized wheelchairs going from $600 to $1,200 and those with complex structures go from $2,000 to $3,000. Subsequently, most of the populace can't use the preferences of these items. Electric wheelchair, additionally called electric-controlled wheelchair, mechanized wheelchair, or power chair, any seating surface with wheels attached to it that is moved by an electrically based power source, ordinarily engines and batteries. The first engine-fueled wheelchairs showed up in the mid-1900s, nonetheless, interest for them didn't exist until after World War II. The primary economically created electric wheelchairs were only hardcore manual collapsing outline wheelchairs that were fueled by lead corrosive batteries, engines, drive belts, and pulleys. Those frameworks, known as traditional power wheelchairs, were oversimplified. They required the utilization of a joystick to control the wheelchair's development, and programmability did not exist. The seating framework regularly comprised of a sling seat and back upholstery, which fundamentally constrained postural help for the person. The appearance of the power base, which sits underneath the seat and contains the engine and batteries, took into consideration huge mechanical headways in electric wheelchairs. The power base isolated the electric wheelchair into two segments, the bottom, which gave the portability, and the seating framework, which gave the postural help. While a move from a customary power wheelchair to a power base wheelchair was occurring, noteworthy headways were happening in electronic structures. A portion of those mechanical and electrical headways incorporated the capacity to include power tilt and lean-back frameworks and programmable execution settings, for example, forward speed, turning pace, and quickening. Joysticks, the most fundamental and standard gadgets used to control electric wheelchairs, came to look like those utilized with PC game consoles. Headways and control frameworks enabled people to control a wheelchair by using any willful development. For instance, Some electric wheelchairs can be constrained by utilizing head development, breath incitation, tongue development, or lower furthest point control. Two kinds of drive components are utilized on electric wheelchairs: back-handed drive and direct drive frameworks. Aberrant drive frameworks, pulleys and drive belts, are being used on regular electric wheelchairs, while straightforward drive frameworks, gearboxes, are utilized on power-base wheelchairs. By far, most of the contemporary electric wheelchairs use a power base with an immediate drive framework. Usually, two 12-volt batteries in the arrangement, 24 volts complete, are expected to control an electric wheelchair. Wet cell batteries, gel batteries, or retentive glass tangle (AGM) batteries might be utilized in electric wheelchairs. Electric wheelchair batteries typically are battery-powered. Electric wheelchairs likewise can be grouped based on the area of the drive wheels. There are three sorts of electric wheelchairs: front-wheel drive, mid or focus wheel drive, and back-wheel drive. Generally, back-wheel drive electric wheelchairs were favored as a result of their likeness to manual wheelchairs in plan and mobility. In any case, focus wheel drive wheelchairs have picked up fame since they give expanded mobility.